Welcome back to another video. My name is Alex and we will be looking at Bitcoin and the price action that we are seeing right now. So right now, currently, if we look at the charts, we can see that the trend line was broken. Like as we mentioned in the past videos, here we see 1, 2, 3 touches of points. We got our nice retest and it looks like we are getting another retest right now as we are doing this video, as we are recording. So what can we expect from Bitcoin? Is this a good retest? Could it keep going? Could it just break higher or could it start going down? So what we can see, we just have to base ourselves off of technical analysis, right? So we can see this really nice wick off on the 1 hour, but just that alone does not confirm to us that it's going to continue the downtrend. What if we look at the pros and cons of why we should buy, why we should sell? We could look right now at this. If we were to make a list, the reasons to sell, we are in a downtrend in major time frames. We could see a break and the final retest of this trend line. Another one was we're still under this really important midway point on this extended channel that I have drawn over here, which is extended over the past few months. We are still under the midway point. So it gives us bearish sentiment. It gives us a sentiment on what the market is. And if we look on lower time frames, which we are in right now, let's see if we come over here. Let's take out our Fib level. If we take our Fibonacci retracements, we are at 61.8. That's where the wick went to hit. And now we are starting to head. Once it went to 61.8, we saw a major wick off and maybe possibly this candle could start reversing and continue the trend towards the downside. But for the meantime, that's what we have for our analysis as to why we should continue selling. Although we did get bullish price action, the sentiment is still bullish for and bearish for Bitcoin until when? Until we finally get a break over this channel and a nice retest, then that's when we could start entering buys. But for the meantime, although we saw this big push today, we saw a rally for today. It does not mean we should switch our sentiment all of a sudden to bullish, because we still have more reasons why we are bearish than bullish. But if we look at the reasons why we should be bullish, there we could get some reason. As you guys may remember, I had drawn out this zone. If we look at this chart, I had drawn out this zone on a video I made a few days ago. I believe it was the video I made yesterday. And I said if we were to get a break under or over, then we would enter trade. If we were to, and we got the break, we got a nice retest, but it just reversed. And then we got a break, we got a nice retest, and now we're up. And when we can see it broke over this channel that we have over here, so it could continue going up. So it is looking bullish if we look at it on this chart. But like I said, we can't go against the trend. We have to trade with the trend. So we have to just wait it out. What I would suggest, if you guys decide to enter buys, if you guys think it's buys, I can see why you guys see that. But the sentiment for Bitcoin right now is still bearish. It's still bearish, and we are still in sales at the moment, and we are expecting to maybe this be a fake out, because it was a strong start to the week. If we look on the weekly channel that I wanted to show you guys. So we can see that it's come to retest this zone over here as well, which is a major channel on the weekly. So we can see that it could be a retest of this area to continue the trend lower, because obviously we can't see that it's going to like I said before, whenever we see an engulfing weekly candle, it is followed by multiple weekly weeks of bearish momentum, as we can see over here. Here we can see that we got an engulfing uh, bearish candle. We were followed by a whole month of bearish momentum for Bitcoin, and we are seeing that right now being played out. And even if it's not for a month, if we can see that it follows the trend. Here we can see again another bearish week was followed by more bearish push towards the downside from Bitcoin. And sometimes it might not be a lot, but whenever we do get that, here we can see the major wick off. If you guys remember, this wick off was because when when the Bitcoin ETF was leaked, but it was still not official. So we saw this big major push, and then it wicked off, and then we got an engulfing, and then we were followed by 2 more weeks of bearish momentum until we finally got the announcement and the push of Bitcoin that pushed it all the way to 70. So for the meantime, we are still bearish. Sentiment is still bearish. We can see why we could be bullish in lower time frames, but for bigger time frames, the sentiment is bearish, and that's what I have for my analysis. Something we could start once the market starts moving like this, we can start creating our own support and resistance. And like I said, if you guys remember, I like to trap the market. So just like this, these are two major points. So a good time to enter any trade here would be at the break of this. If we see a break of this trend line and we get a nice retest of it, or a nice retest of this zone, then it would be really nice opportunities to enter buys. But for the meantime, since we have not got that, we are still in a bearish sentiment. But and until we see that, we will start to look ourselves to look for buys. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, if you guys agree with me, leave it down in the comments. If you guys see something else, or you guys want me to go through anything else, we could look through it. Another reason why we could start looking a shift is because of this bullish um, um, candle on the daily level. But for the meantime, there's just a lot more bearish reasons why we should continue being bearish. But for the meantime, we just have to wait it out. I would suggest if you guys are not in any trades, stay like that until we see a clear path. If we get a break back under this channel, is for sure going to continue being sales. But until we do not, then we just have to stay vigilant on what's going to happen with this price action that is forming right now. And that's all I have for you guys. If you guys have, like I said, any questions, leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and share this video with your friends and or with the people you guys analyze with. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.